Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. It is 36 degrees, full traffic and weather update in about 3 minutes, so stay here. Some stuff going on the roads you need to know about. In about an hour, we'll have Motion City Soundtrack, Say Anything, and Sincere Engineer, our girl at the Riv. Valentine's Day weekend, we have that, and those tickets up in Clash with Kenzie, Beat Her in Trivia, and you get those awesome tickets. Plus, we have head-to-head lines today at 8:20. First one of 2026. And give us that proof of life check-in, 312-591-8300. Jake from South Holland already checked in. What up? And he actually brought up something in the text about Twisted, just because we're still kind of reconnecting and kind of not moving fully forward yet. We got to get through this week, and then we can fully move forward. I know Twisted was a month ago, but some people are still in that mode from the holidays, Twisted to the holidays, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's January now. So, Jake, thanks for checking in from South Holland, and also brings up a good point that Kenzie, I came in today before you walked in the studio, and there's a Monster Energy flat build hat on the console for me. And it was because Monster was a great sponsor of Twisted, our new friends, and I can't wait to do so much more with them in 2026. Monster Energy, it's awesome. And this hat is awesome. You see that camo, and then it's got black stars on one front of the quadrant of it.
Okay.
And it's flat build. I could never wear a flat build hat in my
Bend
life.
it. You can break it in, though.
So that's what I was wondering. I know Case worked at Lids, and we'll get to him in a second.
Yeah, you just form the hat.
He's building his expert analysis on this.
By the way, you refer to me like I'm a war correspondent, like I'm on the front lines of Venezuela right now. We'll get to Case in a second.
Case is preparing. He's on a bunker right now. He's going to talk about flat build hats. First off, am I saying it correctly? Is it still called a flat build hat?
I mean, that's what old white guys say.
So what do you call them now?
Just a hat.
Well, no, because there's hats that are
I mean, that's a snapback. That would be what I would call it.
Right, snapback. I know that term. It's not a fitted hat.
No.
So it's not that.
It's probably hard to get your exact head measurement.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying.
I actually have some, my Bears hat that I got on the BOGO at Lids, by the way, when I bought the Caleb Williams jersey, is a fitted hat and fits nicely.
But it's a 3930. It's a flex fitted hat. It's not a rigid fitted 5950 hat.
What's the difference?
A 3930 is a flex fitted hat, but like a hat.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Well, no, I don't understand the terms.
So that hat, the style of that hat is called a 3930.
Yep.
It's a flex fit. So you can stretch it. It's bendy, right?
Yep.
That's
It's like
how
a rubber
big
band.
your head is.
Yes. And I would imagine you probably got the large, extra large.
Yeah.
Or did you get the medium large?
I think it's large, extra
I
large.
think it's large, extra large too.
Yeah.
But then, like a hat that a baseball player would wear, the hats that I wore every day up until 6 months ago when I swore off hats, that's a 5950, and that has a different size to it. Like I wore a 7 5/8.
Okay.
Like,
And
the exact measurements.
because I did have one of those exact measurements ones in a Michigan hat, and man, I got headaches over that thing.
Okay, well then it was probably too
You
small.
just tried to, yeah, it sounds like it wasn't the right size. Do you understand that concept?
Yeah, but I tried
If you can't breathe while you have pants on, you're wearing the wrong size pants.
Well, that's going on now too. But I tried to get the bigger one. It was too big, and then I got the smaller one because I thought I can't look too big, and it was too small, and I got headaches.
So Brian's buying everything too small, his pants, his hat. He's like, these stupid clothing items.
Yeah, well, that's why I like just like putting Lycra in jeans was genius, and then putting the flex fit.
You should try
Fitted.
leggings. You'd be such a leggings girl.
Oh, I would love leggings. I'd live in
You
leggings.
should just wear them right now.
Just a nice pink branded set of leggings
Yeah.
for Brian.
Before we continue with the hat, how do guys continue? I see guys jogging in leggings,
Well, those, I think they're like more like running pants.
but I mean,
Because they make those for guys, but like for like athletes.
right? But I mean, they hide the stuff up front. There's not because if I put on Megan's yoga pants, it would show. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure they're built for guys. You're not putting on women's yoga pants.
Do you think there might be a different layer of fabric? In
I
the
would
front?
imagine there's
Yeah.
a different cupping system.
Because they look the same overall, but you don't see the package.
Yes.
So back
And
to
usually they look really in shape. I can't even imagine what that would do to just you at Costco.
I think I'd look wonderful compared to some of the other people in Costco.
Well, imagine wearing a pair of leggings and your camo Stars and Stripes Monster Energy snapback hat.
And some Uggs.
And some Uggs.
Oh, that's my look. That's going to be 2026.
Bag of Takis. Look at a hot Cheeto girl in high school.
Now, the thing, back to the fitted hat, like you said, you can bend it. But some
Yeah.
fitted hats you can't bend. Am I wrong?
Well, physically you can.
I mean, you can, but they look terrible.
But right now the curved brim is in.
Good, because I like the curved brim. I hate these are stupid. I mean, Monster's amazing, but the flat billed hat I never liked.
It's not.
You're
it's
not allowed to
for
talk
you.
this way about a gift.
No,
Thank
about
you.
just I'm talking about a style. Flat billed hats to me are dumb.
The style of gift that was left behind for you.
Well, they're awesome. I love them, but I'm just ripping on the style. So
You
I
can
wish
just bend the hat.
What do you want out of this? What's your end game here?
I want to look cool in this hat.
Well, that's never going to happen.
Well, that's a bunch of BS.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this is a good one. This is good stuff. And it's based on Chicago, the Chicago area. It has dropped this thing to the lowest level in 60 years. So the lowest level in 60 years in Chicago. It's a good thing. In fact, it'll make you want to go outside and just just go outside and enjoy the day. So Kenzie, what do you think that might be?
Dropped it the lowest in 6 years. So all my guesses I know aren't true. Like the things that I would think, I would be like, oh, maybe it like air pollution's down, but I'm pretty sure that's up.
You can guess whatever your first thought is. It could be that. I'm not telling you where to go, but you could.
Like, oh, maybe crime's down. No, I'm pretty sure that's up. So it makes me really question. So what would be up?
Well,
I'm
it's the
gonna say-
lowest level in 60 years, and it's a good thing.
Lowest level. I'm gonna say it's the lowest level because it's you. So let me think. This would be you. The lowest level of restaurant closings in 60 years, and it makes you want to go outside and smell because you could probably smell a restaurant when you go outside.
Definitely love smelling
Smell
restaurants.
like fries in the air.
Oh, fries, steak.
I always think about when I was in college, there was a specific dumpster that I would walk by that was the discards of Panda Express.
Oh.
And it smelled so good every day when I walked by it. By the way, breaking news. Will you hit the breaking news button
What?
for me? I have
Okay.
breaking news. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Okay.
What?
Across from Wrigley Field, where the Cubs play. You're familiar with it?
Okay, so the Cubs play baseball there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, now I know what you're talking about.
Before you say anything, so I'm thinking across from Wrigley Field, there is Bernie's, that bar.
Yes.
And there was a bar.
Well, no, directly. Well, it depends where you're thinking.
It does
of.
depend where you're thinking. So
I'm
It's a
thinking of
big-
like the
it's a big
marquee.
field, yeah.
I'm thinking of like the marquee. You have the hotel.
right,
You have
Zachary,
McDonald's.
Yes.
Smith and
you-
Sons.
You have Smith and Sons. You have that bourbon place.
Yep. Now that's
You have the Cubby Bears adjacent to that.
Yes.
and then south of that is the merch store. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh,
I
there's,
think
a,
it's
there's a
Clark.
few there.
Is it
Yes,
Clark?
There's Clark Street Sports. There's a Wrigleyville
Yeah.
Sports. There's that 7-Eleven right there.
Yup.
There's the new Tom Brady baseball card store
Now,
that's there.
does your news have to do with chicken? Because I'm way ahead of you.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
So
then.
what you were saying, Kenzie, you're talking about Nashville hot chicken.
Hell yeah, Hattie B's is going to be there.
Yeah, that's going to be actually on the side of Wrigley Field in Gallagher Way.
I know where it's going to be.
You smelt that.
But that's old news. I have breaking news.
Okay.
Hey,
Next to the Rally House, which is where the old Harley Davidson store was.
Yes.
In the building that was the lids where you bought your Caleb Williams jersey.
Yes.
Is going to be a Panda Express.
What?
Brandon Johnson, you've done it, my friend. Well done.
They're going to have 400 employees. And by the way, you
it's
say
going to be the first Panda. You're going to have to wait a little bit.
so that's fascinating news because when I went to see Santa with Harper, I had to park around that corner on Sheffield.
Yeah.
So I walked around and that lid has been just closed and they have all the wood out front. They're working inside. I heard like chainsaws
Yes.
going and stuff.
Yeah, the wood is gone.
Okay.
There's Panda Express signage in Wrigleyville.
That's a great addition to Wrigleyville. So that's on the Addison side. It'd be south. We were talking about, me and Kenzie, all the stuff around Wrigley Field. So that's right there. Oh, because that Harley Davidson store used to be there.
Yes, and now that's a Rally House, which is a great apparel store. But
It
then
is.
next to it, Panda
And-
Express is coming.
And this goes in with my fact because it probably won't close once it opens because restaurant closings down 60%.
Well, possibly.
Yeah.
Also, if you leave Wrigley Field and smell Panda Express, that's as far as you're going. You're going to go into the Panda Express.
Yeah. No, it's not like, well, there's a Panda Express, but what else? There's Panda Express. Let's go there.
You smell orange chicken, you're a little hungover from the drinking at Wrigley, hopefully a victory, and you're like, well, I might as well get some orange chicken.
Might as well.
They better get the best employees ever there to be served fast. I mean, they're already fast, but I'm just saying.
Look, they're my favorite restaurant. Put some respect on their name.
By the way, did that news break at 6:27 in the morning, or what? Did you know this when you came in?
I was hanging out in Wrigleyville last week, and I walked by. I've got a photo of it on my phone. I walked by the new Panda
Okay, because you
Express.
look like you were referencing a news article,
I know,
and you were
exactly.
thinking you had a photo on your phone.
When I walked by it, I audibly gasped and then took a photo of it.
Why did it take you this long? This is our third day back on air.
I know.
But it hasn't come up yet. I didn't want to.
But it didn't come up now.
Your restaurant fact
Yeah.
took you there?
Yeah, she
'Cause
said
of the
a restaurant,
restaurant?
and there's
Oh.
one opening.
This should have been in sports on Monday.
Right. I mean, you're breaking news at 6:28. I thought you were going to say that Brian and Kenzie is the first show syndicated into Venezuela. Or something. Like right now, they just announced that
Our
somewhere.
friends in the White House have taken the umbrage of putting us on there.
It just seemed like something was breaking at the moment.
No, something far more important than global politics is at play. There's a Panda Express coming to Wrigleyville.
Well, I will say when I walked by it,
Kind of global.
yeah, I did wonder what was behind that wood. They were making a lot of noise. I
Yes.
can't believe the signs. They're great. Well,
Yes.
pour one out for the lids where I bought my.
They're back there making orange chicken.
Yeah.
You thought it was noisy.
I mean, when the pitchers and catchers report in about 60 days?
Oh, even sooner than that.
So they better start making that orange chicken.
Yeah, for the players.
I know they do it in Arizona, but hey. All right. So Kenzie's guess of the lowest in 60 years in Chicago. It's a good thing. I said it would make you go outside and just go, yes, yes. Ah, yes. Case, what do you think? She thinks it's restaurant closings are at a low of 60 years.
It's got to be lowest pollen count based on the hint I was given.
Okay.
And then I started thinking about 60 years ago, if you had allergies, would you just die? There was no remedy for it. If pollen was bad, you were screwed.
I don't know if you die, but it'd certainly be hard to go outside.
Yeah, but
I think
then
you'd just be stuffed up.
Yeah, but then I also think about like glasses wearers and contact wearers like myself, although I am in the market for LASIK. Up until like 80 years ago, if you couldn't see, you just couldn't see. There was no remedy for it. Like everybody had to smell bad and was blind up until like 80 years ago.
But you know what? I realized. So my husband had he has really bad vision. He had LASIK, okay? And he didn't know he had bad vision. He thought that's what everybody was seeing.
Jesus.
Parents never took him to get his eyes checked till he was in like high school. I forgot what he said to them. They're like, what are you talking about? He thought grass was a green blob. And I swear to God, he did not know it was individual blades. And then he was in high school and he put glasses on, or he got glasses. And then when he got older, he got LASIK. And he was like, oh my God, like, look at this. Look at, there's like a bunch of blades. He thought the whole time it was just like a green blanket.
He must have walked around and sounded like he was so high to everybody. Like, look at these blades, man. Hey, this is
Like,
cool.
look at all this stuff. So he did, but like, you don't know you have bad vision until you realize what other people are seeing.
Yeah. That's wild. But you think you could feel the blades of grass on his feet. You think you could have felt this they were individual.
But yeah, but you look down, it just looks like a big blanket. You're like, all right.
He didn't walk out in grass because he was scared of it. You know. Wow. Okay. Here's what, I'm going to do something a little different here. Just for today's special. I'm going to give you the answer right now because we had a lot of conversation there about Panda Express. I don't want to make people wait through a whole song on this one. Let's just give them right to it right now. Okay? So only today we're doing this. A little special treat for a Wednesday. The fact that makes your brain go is that the lowest level in 60 years in Chicago, it's not restaurant closings, which I wish it was, Kenzie, but it's not. It's not the pollen count, which case I wish it was, so you weren't stuffy. It is murders in Chicago are at the lowest level in 60 years. Now, murder's not a fun topic, right? Not fun. But I think it's worth mentioning because everybody, the outsiders of Chicago, make it look like you walk in and you get shot at O'Hare Airport on your way trying to get your luggage.
This is what they do.
That's-
They stand at the gate. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, and I think it's worth noting that that's a pretty impressive feat, and it should be celebrated. And Kenzie, you mentioned like you thought crime was up. That's why I want to make sure everybody knows it's not. Crime is down. Murders.
Well, no, murders are down.
No,
Other
but
crimes.
But all crime stats are actually down. I don't want to get into all of them, but most crime is down, not 60 years, but the murders are down 60 years. And when I looked at the numbers each year, so in 1965, there was 397 murders, which sounds like a lot in 1965 because there was a lot less people, you know?
Do you think there's a guy who's on his way to work right now and his job is to murder people who's like, I'm going to get reamed from my boss today? This is the
Oh,
worst.
you think John Wick is listening?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm going to have to hear about this.
Don't mess with his dog. Don't mess with his dog. So, yeah, in 1965, and then after that, you look at this little, this chart that it goes up from there into the 400s. So it hasn't been, now it was 416 last year. So 416 is the lowest since 1965. And when you
What do you mean 416?
416 murders.
No. I honestly thought it was more than that.
It was that was the number. So
I would have guessed thousands.
Would you really?
Thousands of people are getting murdered?
Yeah.
You're listening to them, you're listening to those outsiders too much.
I don't know if I had to guess. I don't know, a couple thousand.
Well, in recent history, so
Every day I see somebody get murdered. And it's usually a couple people.
Why aren't you calling the cops? Aren't you reporting this if you've seen these murders?
Like, the news has already been there. I don't need to call the cops. That's where I'm seeing it.
Yeah. No, just 416 murders. I shouldn't say just. I mean, that's sad. Pour one out for those people. It's very sad. It's still a big number. But, for example, in 2021, the pandemic, remember, it really shot up. There was that 805. Mm-hmm. That was kind of an anomaly. You go
Which
back.
is crazy, because we were supposed to be inside. How is murders up?
Well, it's proof, that in January when those blizzards hit, there's weeks of no murders because murderers don't like the cold.
Murderers even get chilly.
Yeah, murderers don't have those heated glove things for your pockets and stuff like that or your feet.
You know how we're like, oh, it's relationship season, it's cuffing season. Do you think murderers the snow starts to thaw and they're like, oh, it's murder season?
Yeah, when it thaws out.
Let me get my gloves. It's getting nice out.
Murderers don't have Canada Goose coats to go out they're so warm.
Well, you can hear them coming. We should only be so lucky.
They don't have that. Congratulations, Chicago. The fact that makes your brain go, lowest murder level in 60 years.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, more on Bears-Packers coming up in sports after Lincoln Park in just about 5 minutes. But first, something happened yesterday. We started the weight challenge, the weigh-ins. You can hear it all on our podcast. On Monday, we did the weigh-ins. And trying every day, we're going to have an end date quicker than usual, 3 weeks away roughly. And we'll talk about that later on, why it's going to end earlier than usual, because we used to go 4 or 5 weeks sometimes with this thing.
We don't have it in us this year.
Nah.
It's shorter weight challenge than normal.
Well,
you'll know why. We're going to have an announcement that's going to make sense, too.
Yeah, the announcement's going to be the Bears are going to be in the Super Bowl, and we have to eat and drink a lot.
Yeah,
that's what's going to be.
And then St. Patrick's Day is coming up after that, and then it's opening day, and we'll
Well,
get
I don't know if
opening
you
day.
realize, but our live broadcasts are on top of each other this year.
Meaning?
St. Patrick's Day is March 17th, the real one. Mm-hmm. And then opening day is the next week. It's a very early opening day.
Yeah, let's go.
I think it's the 26th or something.
We should just broadcast the whole week then from different bars.
So we're going to have 2 in a row, basically.
That's awesome. But anyway, so yesterday, something happened that it was God telling me to finally take the weight challenge seriously. Even though I'm a 2-time winner, I usually fast for days to win, and it works. But to take it more seriously and not just forget about it when it's over, something happened that scared me. And what that was Megan bought this beautiful bench at Home Goods, and it's a beautiful bench to sit there and put your shoes on before you go in the house.
Right, it's by the front door. You got little coat hook hangers right above it, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's really nice. And, we had it for a couple months now, and I've sat on it before, and it's been fine. But I sat on it, and Megan was on the phone with customer service for these blinds people, arguing with them when it happened. And she was downstairs. We have an upstairs and downstairs now.
I know she's so exhausted from you.
And all of a sudden, I sit on the bench, and the one leg breaks out, and it just collapses, and I collapse and fall down the stairs because the bench was by the stairs. And Megan goes,
"You fell down the stairs?"
I fell down the stairs after the leg broke because it leaned that way. It leaned that way.
There was so much momentum from you hitting the ground that you had no choice but to roll down the stairs.
No, you have a staircase that there's it's a flight and then it stops and there's a wall and then it's a flight. Did you face into the wall?
No, because I rolled through the landing and went down the other stairwell.
Wait,
too.
you keep rolling on a ball.
I was like the ball in Raiders of the Lost Ark when it's chasing Harrison Ford. That's what it was like. And Megan went, "Are you okay?" And I went, "Yeah." And then she went, "Okay, so anyway, these blinds aren't here." Back with the people on the phone.
Well, now she's got to fix a damn bench, too.
I don't know if it's fixable. We got that Gorilla Wood glue. I got to put it on there and use the clamps and try to fix
It's
it.
not. You can't do glue. You'd have to, like, re-screw it.
Well, the leg's broken. It didn't just...
Like, so it didn't just, like, the screws didn't just break, like, the legs broken?
No, the wood broke. It snapped.
My God, Kung Fu fighter over here.
With my butt. Kung Fu butt.
Not good. Well, and then, so you break this bench.
Yeah.
Now, is this, because we didn't talk about this, we only talked about this at the end of the show a few days ago. So I want to talk about it now, just for reference so people know where your health is. Was this before or after you stepped on that specialized scale?
It was before.
It was before?
So I didn't know, according to the specialized scale, it's a Hume scale, it's called. Maybe you've heard of it. That measures all kinds of stats when you get on it. And it said, my health needs significant immediate attention.
Wait, okay, so he steps on a health scale that's supposed to give you this big breakup, and it says that your health needs significant immediate attention.
Correct.
And now it also gives you a score, right?
Right.
So what was your score?
Like 398, and 1,000's good.
1,000 is...
Yeah. But I think, that was bad. But the bench thing... I had to be a sign from God. Even Megan came up, and we'll put the pictures up on our Facebook page.
The picture's up on social, so I've seen the photo. It's
Yeah.
on Q101's Facebook. It's on Q101's Instagram.
Yeah.
But I guess I want to make sure that I fully comprehend what happened,
Okay.
which is that you were, going to put on shoes?
Yes, I was going to put on shoes because to pick up Harper from daycare. So we go. I didn't have shoes on. The shoes were by the bench.
Yeah.
I went to sit on the bench
Yeah.
from a standing position. And
As opposed to what?
well, I'm trying to say that I didn't slowly go onto the bench, but I'm not saying I went airborne and like a wrestler to try to, elbow the bench. I wasn't a
So
Buffalo.
you kind of plopped onto it
well,
pretty heartily.
I wasn't like the Buffalo Bills break going through a table,
Okay.
but I was sitting at a normal pace from a standing position.
An average pace of the sit to stand ratio.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that I went like boom, plopped on it like. I just sat down in a normal way.
You sat down without thinking about it. It's such a
Right.
normal human thing to do. You expect to sit down and have something support your weight.
And I thought it was an earthquake. I thought the first earthquake in Chicago
So does
ever.
the bench,
Yeah,
fat ass.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know because all of a sudden my vision just got sideways. I was like,
Yeah.
and I was going down the stairs. I was falling down the stairs.
Okay, I gotta be honest. So I'm looking at our social media posts,
Yeah.
and nothing about the legs on this bench supports like that you think you should be able to sit on this bench. This is a very skinny legged, this is a decorative bench.
Well, thank you. That makes me feel good then, because I thought it was a bench that should hold up to 400 pounds.
No, it's not. This is a nice little delicate, maybe Harper could sit on it when you put her boots on. This is a delicate bench.
Well, that's nicer coming to my defense. Maybe it's not my fault. I thought it was my fault. I thought it was
But-
God telling me not to take the weight challenge better.
But
But
the way that leg snapped off, the way the wood is all frayed, that's a bench that was gasping for life. I mean,
yeah.
you destroyed this thing with
Yeah.
your body,
does-
with the size of you.
And it was in the time frame of putting on a shoe.
Yes.
It wasn't like you were on it overnight and it just slowly withered.
you should have seen where the shoe ended up, because I had the shoe in my hand.
I bet you like broke a mirror. If I were naked, I'd just murder you.
The shoe went over my head into that guest room because I was falling. Like I said, I thought it was an earthquake, and I threw the shoe, and I'm falling. I go, what's going on? It took me about 5 minutes to figure out I broke the stool or the bench.
Yeah. Once you came to after putting your head through the drywall.
You're just a disaster to live with. That's probably what you do. There's probably a hole in the drywall.
Yeah.
You probably broke something with your flying shoe and the bench is broke.
Yeah. So after Megan finally got off the phone and came to my aid an hour later,
Where was Harper? Wasn't she supposed to be getting picked up?
Yeah, I was almost late to pick her up. They charge you like $15 a minute if you're late to daycare.
Oh, well, then you won't push it.
No.
Otherwise, she would have been there all night. Sleepover.
Yeah. But I said, where'd you get this bench? Like, I was mad. Like, and he goes, it's a Home Goods. What's your problem? And I go, well, can we take it back? Because I broke it. And I don't know if you can take stuff back to Home Goods because it's kind of merch that ends up
No,
there.
you destroyed their merchandise. They don't want that back.
And you've owned it for months.
Yeah,
So
there's no part of this. It's not. I don't know.
No
I don't
one's like,
know.
hey, I bought this 6 months ago and broke it. Can I have my money back?
The entire U.S. economy would collapse if that was the case.
Well, I collapsed the economy by sitting on that bench.
So what have we learned from this? Are there any fitness takeaways you have from, I mean, I say this with love. I don't say this to be mean.
that's
This
nice.
is, well, but you have to think, you sat down on a bench and destroyed it.
Yep. And fell down the stairs then.
And then fell down the stairs. What are we going to do to make sure that doesn't happen again?
Buy a stronger bench.
But that's
Am I
exactly.
right?
Well, of course. That's the answer. Thank you, Kenzie. You really came to my aid in this one. I like
Yeah, I
that.
got you.
Yeah.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.